So my name is Dr. Gus Cameron. I'm the unit organiser of Biochemistry 1G. So biochemistry is a study of the chemistry of life. So it runs over 2 teaching blocks, and in the first teaching block we start off by looking at proteins and enzymes. So proteins are really the workhorses of the cell, and what we're especially interested in is their chemistry and their 3-dimensional structure. So moving on from proteins, we look at DNA. So how is the genetic information transmitted from one generation to another? How is it expressed? So what happens there? What happens when that expression goes wrong? The unit is organised around lectures, tutorials, workshops and practicals. We've put an awful lot of emphasis on practical biochemistry. And some of the unit assessment comes from the practicals there. So that's continuous assessment throughout the year. We also have written exam papers, and those are combined of multiple choice and essay questions. Prerequisites for the units is an A-level in chemistry. Many of the students on the course also have an A-level in biology, but that's not a prerequisite. So if you have an affinity for the subject, you don't need to have an A-level in biology, although many students do.
I'm Hugo, a first-year biologist, and I chose biochemistry as an open unit.
I'm Bartholomew, I'm a first-year pharmacologist, also did biochemistry as an open unit. The reason that I picked it was because pharmacology itself is very much looking at the molecular interactions of biology, and that is the very nature of biochemistry, looking at the molecular interactions of biology of the entire body.
I wanted a bit of a challenging unit, and I also really enjoyed chemistry as well as biology. And as Bartholomew said, it really helps you understand the molecular level of biological mechanisms. One really interesting aspect of the biochemistry course was learning about the practical side of it. So we'd learn all the theory in the lectures, but they would also put emphasis on how we actually apply this and how this works in the labs.
It does help to have a good background in both biology and chemistry. I mean, it's in the name, they do go hand in hand. If you don't have that, then they will assist you, and the lectures are fantastic and give you extra reading and where to sort of point in the right direction.
In biochemistry, you're assessed in 2 parts. You have 1 exam after a Christmas break and 1 exam during the summer period. This is actually really useful because you're not overwhelmed by work when you come up to your summer exams. You also assess continuously during your labs. You have a pre-lab part and a post-lab part, but you have to hand in a week later after your labs.